Turmeric is one of my favorite herbs and spices. However, it does have a very poor absorption in the body. There are so many turmeric supplements on the market, so which one should we really be buying? In this video, I'm going to go over the best supplements on the market for turmeric that we should be looking for. Hi, my name is Dr. Micah Yu, board certified integrative rheumatologist, and today we're going to be talking about turmeric. So I love turmeric, and as popular as turmeric is, and as anti-inflammatory as it does have very poor absorption in our body. And before we continue, let's start from the basics. I'm using the words curcumin and turmeric in this video, and what you need to know is that the turmeric is the actual vegetable, is the actual root, whereas curcumin is the active nutrient. It's the main phytonutrient in turmeric. But turmeric does have a lot of different phytonutrients, but curcumin is the main one here that we'll be talking about. And before we continue, I do want to hear from you whether you take turmeric or not and whether it helps you with your situation. So why do I say that turmeric has very low absorption in the body? Well, because it's backed up by research. There was a study in subjects that took 10 to 12 grams of turmeric. And what did they find? And these were supplements, by the way, 10 to 12 grams of supplements. And what they found was that there was a very low blood level of curcumin in the bloodstream. Well, why is that? Well, based on curcumin research, it has shown that when we take in the curcumin, there's rapid metabolism and there's really fast clearance out of our body. So once you take it in, it leaves pretty fast out of the body. And in a study with 400 milligrams of curcumin in rats, it found that 90% of the curcumin was in the small intestine and stomach at 30 minutes. And only 1% of curcumin was present at 24 hours. So that's a very low percent that's left overall in the body at 24 hours. So what have companies done with supplements to overcome the absorption barrier in turmeric? Well, there's an ingredient called piperine in research. So piperine is an ingredient of black pepper. And what they found was that when they combine piperine with turmeric, it actually increased the absorption by 2,000%. That's a lot. So when you look for turmeric supplements, sometimes you'll see piperine in the ingredients. And it's there because they want to increase absorption so you can get more turmeric and curcumin out of it. As great as piperine is, the technology is always changing. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the different generations of turmeric supplements that have been created to help better absorb turmeric in the body, because that's the limiting factor here. So in the first generation of turmeric, what they did was they took piperine, which I talked about earlier, turmeric oils, and other compounds, and the goal was to slow down the breakdown of curcumin as it entered our body. The reason why they wanted to slow down the breakdown was to enhance absorption of curcumin. So the first generation was the oldest generation here. And these are the ones you still find on the market, and they're still pretty good overall. And I do take the first generation from time to time. So besides piperine, other names you can find on the market for the first generation include BCM 95. You can find these at your local grocery store, and you can find them online. There are many different brands with piperine on the back label. And in the second generation, something called emulsifiers were used to combine with curcumin to increase the absorption. However, even though it was better than the first generation, there was still some problems there because it was quickly eliminated by the kidneys still. And some examples that you may have seen on the market, and they have done research with these, include Mariva, Nano curcumin, Curcumin, hydrocurc, and also lipocurc. So you can still find these in the market today, and second generation is still pretty good. So if you're taking these, then you're doing a pretty good job of taking turmeric, because anything is better than just curcumin alone. Now, the latest generation is a third generation of curcumin supplements. This generation of curcumin is in its free form. So they don't combine any emulsifiers or any synthetic ingredients to enhance absorption of curcumin. It's better than the second generation because it has better absorption into the brain and it's better absorption in the body overall. Remember, your brain does have something called the blood-brain barrier. First and second generations had more problems getting past the blood-brain barrier than the third generation, which is the latest technology we have today. And based on research, the third generation has 100 times the absorption compared to pure curcumin by itself. So that's really high. Also, like I said earlier, these new formulations have less contaminants in them. And some examples of the third generation curcumin include Longvita, Curcumin, and also Curcumin. And I've taken Curcumin myself also, and there are so many of these different brands out there that still make Longvita, Curcumin, and Curcumin. It's such a mouthful of words here. So remember, as we go from the first generation all the way to the third generation, there's more research and there's more bioavailability, meaning there's better absorption in the body. So we talked about turmeric supplementary and its absorption. However, you need to know that you can also increase absorption of turmeric by eating turmeric naturally. And as much as I love supplements, turmeric in its natural form is also very good as well. And you can also increase the absorption by eating natural turmeric combined with fatty foods. For example, you can combine it with some oil, which can help with turmeric absorption, but also people like to combine it with milk to make turmeric lattes or golden milk. And the reason why is because it can increase absorption of turmeric. So you combine milk with turmeric, or you make ghee with turmeric, it can increase the turmeric absorption. That's why in Asian cultures, we do combine milk with turmeric to make your golden milk. So not only is it tasty, but there's science behind it to increase the turmeric absorption. And some other ways to help with turmeric absorption is to possibly combine it with something called quercetin. And quercetin is a phytonutrient that's found in onions and apples. And quercetin can possibly enhance the absorption of turmeric because it can slow down the metabolism of turmeric. So next time you're eating turmeric, maybe combine it with some onions and apples because it can possibly slow down the metabolism of curcumin. And I love turmeric because, as you know, I'm a rheumatologist, so I care about joint pain, and there's research behind joint pain and arthritis with turmeric. But not only that, there are so many studies that it can help with fatty liver, cancer, lung disease, and other possible problems that we face every day as well. So I want to hear from you. What do you think about the different generations of turmeric? Which generation are you taking, and how do you eat your turmeric when you eat it naturally? And has it helped you at all with your condition? And if you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new, please hit the like button, comment below, and also subscribe to my channel so that I can reach more people that need to hear this information. And don't forget to click here to watch my next video on integrated medicine and autoimmune diseases.